Today, we get to do a little bit of gift shopping. It's never too early or too late to get that perfect and unique gift. From the looks of it, we've come to the right place. Although Artique Gallery is located in Lexington, Kentucky, they represent artists from all over the country, over 1,000 artists to be exact. They feature award-winning work from over 45 states. Artique has won many local and national awards, including Niche Magazine's Top 100 Retailer Award. Actually, they've been awarded this honor 7 times in the past 10 years. Well, I'm here with Michael Stutland, and he's the owner of Artique Gallery, and I'm so excited to be here. It's beautiful. Tell me a little bit about your mission statement.
This is our 34th year in business, so we've been out there for a little while, and we represent 1,000 American artists from all over the United States, actually 45 different states. It literally changes every day. We have a pretty strong, what we believe is a strong mission statement. The need to create is a basic human trait, and it's inherent in every single person. So I think a lot of people relate to the store because the store is a celebration of creativity.
Right. That's great, yeah, and I mean, it's also a great place to pick up unique gifts and things that you just wouldn't see anywhere else. And they're all handcrafted. Everything's handcrafted in America,
and when we work with artists, we try to get them to do things that relate to the gift-giving occasions in life. We like to think that people would celebrate all their significant events with a special gift that communicates the essence of the occasion. So when I go shopping and when I work with artists, we try to create things that could be a birthday gift, a Halloween gift, Christmas, whatever.
I mean, you take a real special interest in these artists' careers.
Yeah, I like to work with emerging artists, and so what I do is I look for that spark of talent, and then from there I try to help them to figure out a whole marketing concept around what it is that they're trying to do, and trying to get them to have a singular message that people can understand, appreciate, and then we kind of fill in all the blanks of what colors are people decorating with now, and the type of pastimes and activities that people are into, because that does change over time. After 34 years, we have seen ebbs and flows in lots of those areas.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds busy in here today. I'm excited to maybe get in and see some of the things you have on display.
I hope you enjoy what you see. This has been a labor of love for sure.
There is no doubt that Michael is a champion of the arts, but he's also a trusted help to artists. One of the artists he represents is Robert Love, who is a retired art teacher of 33 years. Robert makes art out of aluminum cans to create a mosaic. He likes to think of his art as recycled brushstrokes. We have the pleasure of talking with Robert Love today, who is an artist and owner of Robert Love Art. And you do some pretty neat things. And of course, you're kind of expected to, though. I mean, you are a retired teacher of 33 years at SCAPA, so
Correct.
I mean, you must be kind of creative, I'm guessing.
Well, I can't stop. And years ago, I came upon an idea about cutting up soft drink cans and nailing them down to a piece of wood. And I call it recycled brushstrokes. And it's taking an aluminum can, cutting the top off and the bottom off, and then it gives you a piece of aluminum to use and just cut up with a plain pair of scissors. I've been using the same pair of scissors for years. And I use 5/8 inch nails, and I nail them down until, whoa, an image occurs.
Well, you've made some pretty awesome images here at Artique. You've got this map here, but you even have some other things. You've got some kind of neat celebrity pictures back there.
Right, I've got Johnny Cash, and that's supposed to be Heidi Klum, and
oh, yeah.
Then there's a jazz musician.
Well, you have a beautiful horse here too that you're able to use that doesn't have really any of the text on it. It's just these vibrant colors.
Right, and some people don't realize that the pattern I used relates to the muscle structure on a running horse. And it helps create the design, but I've used multitude of colors on it.
Well, tell me about this project. This looks like a pretty fun piece where you can have a sense of humor and
Right.
have some fun.
Well, it's a map of the United States, and I tried in each state to relate something to what that state's known for. Coca-Cola for the state of Georgia because that's the headquarters, the checkered flag for Indiana because of the Indianapolis car race. Colorado's real easy to do. Put a Coors can on there because that's the home base. But then over here I found some moose and I put that in Wyoming. And then I used a can that was called Blue Sky and I changed it to be Big Sky for Montana.
Nice.
So it's a little history lesson.
That's right. You've got
Yeah.
all kinds of history, science, everything here.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing this with us
Well,
today.
thank you.
Artique has become a prime source for a myriad of arts. Coming up, we learn more about glass art and see firsthand how these amazing glass ornaments are made with figurines inside. And yours truly will even take a turn. Better have the fire department on standby. Today, we're at Artique Gallery talking with owner Michael Stutland about their national collection of talented artists. One such talent is Steve Schurer from Edmonton, Kentucky. He's been working with glass since 1969 and even uses his own hand-colored glass for most of his pieces. The ornaments with handmade figurines inside are one of Steve's more unique creations. Okay, so I'm here with Steve Schurer, and he is the owner and artist at Schurer Glassworks, and you do some pretty unique things with glass.
Thank you. I think I do. I haven't much competition in these particular items that I make.
Well, tell me a little bit about them. I mean, it's so unique because you have these figurines kind of in these glass ornament balls here.
Right, and the nice thing about that is they're sealed, so there's no worrying about dusting, and I can make some of the features on the pieces inside more delicate without worrying about somebody handling it and breaking it.
Well, how did you come up with this idea?
I had been working with glass for a fair amount of time, and in the mid-'80s, a gallery that I was selling to showed me something similar and said, "Can you make these?" And I thought it was an interesting challenge, so I did, and it worked out good, and they've progressed since then, evolved to be a little more sophisticated in the design, and I've decided to go with them because it sort of fits the style that I want to do.
Sure. Well, and I love the cardinal. I mean, that's very Kentucky.
Very Kentucky, but fortunately the cardinal is a state bird for probably half the states in the union too. So I sell them in other states. I do sell all around the country.
Absolutely. Oh, I can imagine. Well, and you have other things too. I mean, you do the figurines as earrings.
Figures and earrings. The Artique Gallery carries mostly the ornaments and the earrings, but I still do the other things, especially some of the smaller things when I'm at a show like this and I can demonstrate. I like to be able to make something that can be done in a short time, 15, 20 minutes, so that people can see something from beginning to end without having to stand for too long a time.
Sure. Well, yeah, tell me a little bit about that process. I know I might actually get to fire up with you and make some stuff.
I think you will. Well, there are very few shaping tools involved. It's mostly, you have a very hot torch and rods of glass, and it's basically just heating the glass up and melting it together. Glass has a unique characteristics that no other material has, that the hotter it is, the more liquid it is. So you can control how the shapes progress by how much heat you put into it and how hot you get it.
Well, I hear you're quite an excellent teacher, and you may have your work cut out for you.
I feel like I am a good teacher. We'll see.
Okay,
You'll
good.
do fine, I'm sure.
Thank you. Steve's ornaments are truly a unique creation, and they're the type of one-of-a-kind gifts that Artique is known for. Distinctive art pieces are in plentiful supply here. Take, for instance, this handcrafted jewelry by Melissa Sinitar. Her company, PH Bead, uses reclaimed insect wings from around the world to preserve these tiny instruments of flight. Our next artist is a local traveler himself. He knows the value in supporting local businesses and traveling locally. Eli Merlins is president and associate publisher of Travel Host of the Bluegrass. But in 2012, he added a second business to his resume, Wood Art by Eli. I'm here with Eli Mertens, and he is the artist and owner of Wood Art by Eli, but really that's a second career for you.
Yes, it is.
You also love kind of traveling around the bluegrass as much as I do.
Yes, I publish Travel Host of the Bluegrass magazine, which is a welcome guide to all the thousands of people that visit here every day.
That's wonderful. Well, we love Kentucky here, love the bluegrass.
Yep.
There's lots to see, but you've added this second career, and I have to say, you're pretty good at just a second career.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been doing it for about 10 years and really just selling it for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
My wife inspired me to quit giving it away as gifts to family and friends, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, now people can come and buy them as gifts for other people, so
Yeah.
we appreciate you sharing it with us.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Well, tell me a little bit about the process. I see here you've got this neat board that kind of shows it from just a block of wood to like this masterpiece.
Yes, it starts off as one piece of wood, draw the design on the wood, and then from there I cut each piece out individually and I start sanding it, and it turns out to this fish here, and an example of a complete finished product is the piece below.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. Well, and I love, there's another one that's here in the store too. It's kind of got a great depth of field. I love, you can cut these pieces out and it gives it this real dimensional look.
Yeah, it is, and it's a lot of fun, and what happens is with that, I put pieces of wood underneath a piece of wood so it pops out.
Oh, yeah.
And I try to use wood from horse farms and barnyard wood. So I try to recycle a lot of things.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you've got some other fun pieces here too. I love it because you've got like the picture that they have displayed as, you know, this really great art piece that kind of has some depth to it. And then you also have these kind of fun, more whimsical, kind of joyful pieces here.
Yeah, being UK being such big in UK fans, I did the UK Wildcat, and that's very popular. I can't make them fast enough. They take a long time. They take about 20 hours to make. So I don't make very many. And of course, horses, you gotta love horses when you live in Kentucky.
That's right. Well, yeah, there's definitely some good Kentucky things here represented from the Travel Host of the Bluegrass, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, this is wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing this with us.
All right, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Michael Stutland of Artique Gallery in Lexington, Kentucky, is committed to showcasing both local and national talent. They've been providing extraordinary handcrafted art, jewelry, and gifts for the last 30 years. Artique makes it easy to enjoy the art of giving. Make sure and add it to your local traveler gift list.